The crowd is in the thousands, and this is not just Copenhagen. This is taking place. This is taking place in any major city across Denmark as we speak. So it is Danes in the thousands coming out on the streets in support of Greenland. And perhaps because also this is the first real opportunity the Danes and the Greenlanders have had to together go out into the streets and show President Trump that Greenland is not for sale and cannot be acquired.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering if rhetoric has shifted. Earlier this week, we had the foreign ministers of Denmark and Greenland in Washington meeting with the U.S. Vice President, J.D. Vance. That didn't lead to anything. Is Denmark having to reassess how they solve this crisis?
I think what Denmark is doing right now is simply to continue down the path that they started with the meeting with J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio in Washington. Denmark knew from the beginning going in there that this was not going to be an easy fix. And what they're trying to do right now is to go the diplomatic way, to simply try to convince almost one by one politicians in the Congress that this is not the way to do it. Acquiring Greenland is completely not on the table. And as you may know, we have over the past 48 hours had a bipartisan congressional delegation here in Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark. And they promised today to go back to the US and to put forward to the American people and to their colleagues Denmark's points of view. And I think Denmark's big hope here is that slowly, one by one, these diplomatic efforts will make some difference.
And what is it like for someone living in Denmark when they think about Greenland? How much of how sort of close are the relations to that? Is it something that doesn't come up very often? Has the ties been reinforced because of all this rhetoric coming out of the U.S.? What's that like?
Well, it's no secret that over the past many decades, Denmark and Greenland has had a troubled relationship. But this crisis has definitely brought Greenland and Denmark closer together. And as a Dane, it is terrifying and heartbreaking to hear Greenlanders now speak of having panic attacks. We hear from Greenlandic families that are in contact with relatives in Denmark that people and children particularly are very afraid. They're now seeing soldiers walking around the streets of Nuuk, the capital of Greenland. So as a Dane, this is, troubling. And I think it's today, if you ask any Dane, they will say the same thing, which is Denmark stands with Greenland.